esoteric scale model fix and a brand new kit review. This time a vehicle, and we're going to be looking at Tamiya's recent release, as in November 2023, of the British 2-ton 4x2 ambulance, or the KT. So this is a nice scale for me. I like these as they fit in well with the aircraft, and I've also built a couple of the others, I think the Tilly and the Hanomag aircraft tow tractor. So let's have a look what's in the box. So we've got a couple of green screws, instruction booklet, a small info sheet, some Tamiya tech tips, rather small decal sheet, and the clear parts. So taking a look at the instruction booklet first, in its Tamiya's usual fare. Quite well printed. It's got multilingual precautions, the paints required, and some of the recommended tools. Turning over, it's a fold out style, and we have two options in the kit, and these are just simply labelled British Forces 1940 to 45 and B scheme with the smaller red cross, again labelled as 1940 to 45. Construction starts with the chassis. The ladder is pre-cast in one single part, and to that we're adding the exhaust, the leaf springs, steering rack, drive shaft and prop shaft, and then it's on with the wheels in usual Tamiya fare of a wheel at the front with a disc section going in the rear. Instruction books fold out, and we see the chassis completed with the tops of the fuel tanks and those wheels being added in stage 3 before we commence our assembly with the front cab, rear bulkhead, windows, spare wheel, seat. We're on to the bottom of page 3, and we have the sides of the ambulance. It doesn't look as though there's any internal detail. Driver's floor, and again lacking detail, straight into stage 6, and some of mud flaps, more mud flaps, chassis coming onto the body, concluding the driver's seat and gear lever, bonnet and the wings with headlights, windscreen, front bulkhead all coming together, canvas doors are depicted rolled up, dashboard, and there is a driver figure supplied. Page 6, and we have the internals coming together, dropping in with the roofs going on. It's important to note that they're saying to add the decal before the vents on the roof. Everything concluding in stage 13. And then we have the rather simplistic marking options. Large red cross, small red cross, both labelled, as we said, British Forces 1940 to 45. I love these Tamiya 48 scale vehicles. They usually go together extremely quickly, crack on with the painting, and they are a weekend project, and they do cross over quite well with the 48 scale aircraft if you wanted to depict a little diorama. Opening the bags, let's have a look at the plastic. No order. So this is sprue B, and we've got the roof and the cabin at the back, and that pre-formed floor with the front end bonnet and other bits and pieces. It's Tamiya, it's perfectly moulded. However, fortunately for us, there's no internal detail, but there is an absolute multitude of ejector pins, some of which may or may not be visible on the underneath of the chassis. So it depends on which way round they go when they're assembled. But all in all, quite a nice, simple sprue, not overly complicated, and she'll go together very, very quickly. Sprue A, we've got the driver figure, those wheels, prop shaft and differential, and that ladder chassis, driver's seat, steering wheel, leaf springs. Again, nothing to peat over the last sprue, perfectly formed, no flash, limited ejector pin marks, can't really see any that would be visible. It's plastic perfection in Tamiya. It'll fall together and be a very, very quick and fuss-free build. Decal sheet is very simple, there's not much in the way of markings on the model, and it's nice that they have actually cut out the locations for the rooftop vents, so just remember to add the decal as per the instructions before you add the vents in the build, and to paint the vents red to match the red of the red cross. And I think it was calling for just Tamiya red there as well, so hopefully they're matched and it's not a shade out. Don't know who these printed by, probably Tamiya themselves. There's nothing sort of suggesting that they're otherwise on the decal sheet itself. So there we have Tamiya's brand new military miniature series number 105, British 2-ton 4x2 ambulance. Some lovely box top artwork there, and we just have some information about the type around the box. Just calling for XF58 olive green. There's a colour call out there. That one's in Japanese. Brilliant little weekend project, highly recommended. So until next time everyone, please look after yourselves, stay well and take care.